So I took up a gun, I held it, and then this gun became my security.
The bullets shot into the crowd were real last night at a premiere of the movie Godfather 3.
And then my final question is, you talked about the voices from within, and I believe there is a similar approach that Mock J is undertaking as well, looking at former gang members who are incarcerated and their voices from prison.
Yes, it's the same thing. We're all trying to figure out how can we best deliver that message of drop the gun, right? And what we have found in the Bronx, in fact, in the Bronx Neon, we have one of the most effective ones. It's a two-parter. We first have everybody with a certain characteristics of when they come in terms of the charge they come in with and histories, etc. And they go through a group.
So we have a program we're going to talk today is a workshop. It's called Safety, and we're going to watch a video called The Voices from Within. The purpose of this is to raise awareness, man, about making choices, right? Raise your consciousness so you can make a choice, a conscious choice, not to pick up a gun or a knife or resort to violence to settle a conflict. That's the point.
It's a facilitated conversation from the video, but then the next day, the next session, victims, survivors of gun violence come in, who are credible messengers in that community, come in and speak to the young people who are part of this group.
Jail, you did that crime, you going to jail, son. You know what I'm saying? I was in there with people on dialysis, people on their deathbed. They would not let them people out of jail for that crime that they did, son. You know what I'm saying? White old men in there with cancer, black young men in there with cancer. They not letting them go. Like for real, like hard. And if we don't do this, you know what I'm saying? We feel like, cause I feel like I'm 41. And I feel like I failed my generation because they tried to do what I did as far as in my community. If I did something different, they do something different. Like I was a follower, now I want to be a leader. You know what I'm saying?
And we have seen a turnaround, you know, certainly spoken turnaround at this point.
From a 1 to 10, what you rate the session? A 20, my man. From a 1 to 10, what you rate the session? Can I hear you?
Certainly, I want to thank you for your partnership with the anti-gun violence, cure violence model, and the work you're doing with Lead by Example, Reverse the Trend, and Antonio Hendrickson and all my folks in the Bronx, Bronx Connect. Thank you. DOP is a big part of the cure violence model, the violence interrupters, the credible messengers.
So can I just give a shout out to Antonio, because what I just said, the most effective one we have, it's his. He came up with that dual piece. He brought in the credible messengers who are survivors of violence, who can really speak to the young people. So we're thrilled with our partnership.
Thank you so much.